Shit. Shit. Like. Damn, Geffeth giving subs before the stream even starts! Thank you! Thank you very much! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy birthday! Happy birthday, everybody. We're almost ready to get started here. Just sit tight. Just sit tight, guys. Where's my Red Bull at? That's the problem I'm having right now, is I don't know where I put my Red Bull. It's really important. It's imperative I have a Red Bull. Kidney stones be damned. Alright, where's my little can? My can is Sody Pop. I gotta get that. I'll be right back. Oh, hi, Freddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why is everybody in here? Can't believe Short Bus put a zip tie around a dog's snout. It wasn't a zip tie. It was duct tape. And then I also put peanut butter in the dog's mouth before wrapping it in duct tape for extra torture. I love hurting dogs. It's really important as a streamer that you abuse animals. Otherwise, you're not doing it right. What's up, fuckaroonies? How's it going? I'm wearing a dress today, like a lady. Like a lady. I look like a depressed farmer. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. It matches my fucking eyes. That's pretty tight. How's it going? Happy New Year! Happy New Year! YouTube chat is broken in record time. Awesome. Love that. Love that for us. How'd you guys do it? The new year. God, 2016, huh? I can't believe it's 2016 today. Damn. Fuck. So a farmer in her 30s, aren't all farmers like inherently old people? I think that's just how it works. Have you ever seen like a young farmer? I'm just asking you that. It's my conspiracy that farmers they come out of the womb at least 30. Would you have preferred a red dress, but It is what it is, I guess. I'm not a red dress kind of guy. I'm more of like a muted, kind of looks like you go to you're going to a funeral home type deal. This dress is almost cool. It's assuming that I have huge boobs, which I don't. So it keeps falling down because there's nothing to hold it up. So we're gonna have to keep adjusting it. Maybe I'll tie it to my necklace so it stops doing that. But it's a cute dress. Nice fit. See, this is it. This is the whole thing. I'm wearing pajama pants under this because it's cold. But,
yes.
I do what I want. That's why. I do what I want. Oh, yes! Wait, what happened? Who did something? It's not working. I can't see the thing. I can't see the alerts. I don't know who did a thing. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Was that you? Siggy Grips gifted a sub to Flame Venter. Thank you. Thank you for gifting that sub. New Year's, same old person. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Feeling pretty crispy. When did I last stream? It was before Christmas, right? Yeah, that feels like it was 10,000 years ago. A lot has happened in the past 10 days or so. I would like it if there was just like a week where nothing happened to me. That would be so awesome, so I could like catch up mentally with my own life. That would be fantastic. Dress with sweatpants, hell yeah. Well, what else am I supposed to wear underneath this? What else would I do? You got bigger spikes? Oh, so, one of them just fell out, bro. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. Oh, yeah, like, so... Oh, here it is. So they keep fucking falling out. I have to put this shit back on. Hold on. Technical difficulties. I wanted bigger spikes, but I don't want, like, these silver ones. I ordered big ones because the small ones fell out. I don't know where any of them are because they've all fallen into the abyss. So I have no idea where the small ones are. So I ordered these ones because I thought they would look cool, the long ones, but they only came in silver for some reason, even though the advertisement clearly said they came in black version. So I'm stuck with these until, like, Tuesday. Can we live in President times for once? What do you mean? What does that mean? I want snake bites so bad. Did they take ages to heal? They did. I basically couldn't take them out of my face for like 3 years because they would close up immediately. Now I'm finally to the point where if I want to take them out and sleep without them, I can. The thing about snake bites is I recommend getting them done like one at a time. If you get them done twice at the same time, the first one will not hurt that bad because adrenaline is a painkiller. You're like psyched out because you know the piercer has a whole lance and they're about to stab your face. And they do, and you're like, okay, that didn't hurt that bad. The adrenaline goes down. Then they go for the second one, and you're like, oh, that wasn't so bad. That wasn't so bad. Second one hurts like a motherfucker because you don't have any adrenaline in your body anymore, and it hurts really fucking bad. So I would get them done one at a time if I had to, you know, give you advice on that. Second one hurts like a bitch, dude. I'm not gonna, like, lie to you and say, like, oh, I'm such a tough goth girl. The piercing didn't even hurt. Wow, it hurts. It hurts like a motherfucker. Be prepared. As long as you think it hurts really bad, it's gonna hurt less, I guess. So if you want them, that's my little anecdotal advice for you. My wife has left me. Why? What'd you do? What did you do? Piercings don't hurt to put in once they're healed. Yeah, of course not. Once they're healed, they're healed. Then it's just like, it's part of your body now. What are we doing today? Just speaking under the average IQ non-human. I don't know what the fuck y'all are. Yeah, that's basically what we do here. I don't have any plans. I have more plans later this month. Doing the art contest. I still have to fork out the Jeopardy questions. I think we'll do the art contest first, so that I don't get overwhelmed with things that I want to do with this stream. I want to do more stuff in general this year. That isn't just sitting here and shooting the shit. Not that I don't like this. It's just like I don't know, I feel like I can't do this all the time, because it would get boring. Even though I know other people do this all the time. Other streamers just sit here and they talk to you, and I don't really see the appeal if you do that too many times in a row. But I guess the appeal is that you just sit here and you look at a girl. I don't want to do that. I think we should do fun stuff. I want it to be more like the Magic School Bus. I want to be like your guys' Miss Frizzle, and we're always doing weird shit like going inside of a frog's anus and exploring around. I want that caliber of activity to happen on this stream. I want you guys to be excited to be here, and I want you guys to be scared. I want you guys to never know what's fucking coming. So, we'll do more of that. I'm also open to, like, suggestions for streams. I want to do more cooking streams, for sure. You know what I want to do? So, when I was a kid, there was this commercial that always aired. It was, like, some sort of Betty Crocker type, cooking baking pan. It was, like, dome-shaped cakes where you could put ice cream in the middle. I've always wanted to make one of those. I wanted to see if that is, like, a thing you can actually do, and if it actually works well. So I want to get me one of them Betty Crocker dome pans, and I want to make a fucking cake in it. And then I don't really know what I'd do with the cake, because I don't really eat. And my dad's on a diet, so he can't have cake right now. So I guess I'll just throw it in the trash. Yeah, I don't know who's, like, down for eating cake. So many people I know in real life, they're going on New Year's Eve, New Year's resolution diets, so I can't really effectively force a cake into their fucking hands. Jackbox streams? Oh, I could do Gartic Phone. We haven't done Gartic Phone in a long time. The last time we did Gartic Phone, I was still, like, sub 20 viewers. So it kind of worked out fine. With, between 600 and 1,200 viewers, it's a little complicated. But I'm willing to try at some point. Gosh, I remember those commercials when I was 10 years old. I've recently gotten to this habit where if I'm feeling sad at 2 in the morning, I'll turn on, like, early 2000s commercial compilations, and it's like a warm hug. Cause, like, I don't really get exposure to commercials anymore because I don't fucking watch TV. I guess you get ads on YouTube, but I just use an ad block for that, and I feel like commercials these days just, they're not that interesting anymore. Did you get the package from the P.O. box? I have a couple in my room. I know I have an alert to go get some later today before the post office closes. Well, actually, no. Now I can't go because I don't want you guys to, like, follow me to my P.O. box. So I will I will go to the P.O. box at some point during this week, and I'm not gonna say when. I don't want stalkers hitting me up at the fucking P.O. box. No, thank you. I've had too much of that shit in the past 10 days, man. It was the dog park guy. It was a close friend, somebody who I thought just wanted to be friendly, and then they weren't friendly, and I don't really want to go too much into detail about it, but, you know, people are very parasocial. I think it's really unhealthy. I don't know how people, like, fucking Pokimane and shit, I don't know how those motherfuckers do it, like, on purpose, because, like, their whole fucking shtick is, like, oh, I'm gonna get dudes to fall in love with me on purpose so that, like, they, like, send me money. But that invites a lot of freaks, also, who think they're entitled to your body. I don't want that kind of attention. I only ever want you to, like, donate to me if you're, like, interested in seeing my platform grow into weird directions. Like, like, we're publicly funding, a shitty public access television show with, like, absurdist elements. I don't want you to, like, give me money because you think I'm going to date you if you do that, because I'm not. I am never going to do that. That's weird. I don't want that kind of attention. Please don't do that. Do a stream where you do epic pranks in the ghetto. Also, I think my care package is right. Okay, I promise I will check the P.O. box at a time and date that I am not announcing on stream. But I will go get that stuff, and then we'll do, every once in a while we'll do like a mini P.O. box unboxing before stream. Invites more freaks, but just being an attractive person makes the freaks emerge. Yeah, see, that's why I want to mitigate that as much as possible, because just being a girl by default, you automatically just create a scenario where people get the wrong idea and they start fantasizing about you too much. And I think that's really fucking exhausting. I don't know how people do that on a competitive ranked level. Like a lot of female streamers. I don't like having to deal with that attention. I think it's really exhausting. I think it's really annoying. I don't want to talk to you if you're talking to me like that, asking me, like, sliding into my DMs and saying, hey, can I get you pregnant? Could I perhaps stick my dick in your vagina? Could I perhaps get a little flick of your titty inside of my mouth? I don't want that. I don't want to deal with it. I'd just rather not. Don't want it. Ooga Booga Woman. Ooga Booga to you too. Hey Mika, did you watch City? I watched like one episode of it. It's good, I just haven't had the time.
Yes.
Donations are only to entertain my fellow chud chatters. What does that mean? Oh man, I wish things were fucking working. I can't see exactly who is sending things. Okay, there I can see it. Alright. It's not working on Streamlabs for some reason. It's very annoying.
Oh, yes.
Shitbox. I regret nothing. I do it for lulz. I respect your rules. I'll always support you. I'm just chaotic. You can be rehabilitated, maybe. And then you can come back to the Discord. It's just like, I don't want to foster that behavior. So what I've learned over the past 10 days is with people like that, previously what I would do is I would just try my best to see the good in them. You know, it's not inherently evil. I'm not trying to say that having a crush on me is evil and horrible behavior. I'm just saying, when you take it too far, it's just uncomfortable for me, and it's not going to end well for you. And I would just rather
you ugly bald
get to
bitch.
know you as a person. So what I was trying to do with somebody is I was just trying to be their friend, because outside of like every couple DMs asking me if I wanted to fuck them, they were really funny. Always made me fucking laugh, taught me things about myself that I didn't know before. We bonded a lot, played video games together, the whole shebang. And I just thought, okay, well, if I just tell them no, very, very plainly, they'll stop. And they didn't stop. And then they would keep going, so I would just, like, deflect. I would change the subject every time they brought it up again. That didn't work. And it just kept going and kept going and it kept going. And, like, some people, you can't be friends with them when they're like this. And, they get more obsessive as time goes by, so ultimately, the most humane thing you can do is just cut all contact with them, because they're just never gonna fucking drop it, and that, like, fucking sucks. And I don't want to have to be that person that hurts their feelings, because they just keep thinking in their head that if they keep pressing, that they have a chance, and that's not how it works. No is no. If it's not a yes, it's a no. So unfortunately, I lost a really good friend because of that, over the last 10 days, and I just don't want to have to deal with that anymore. I just want you guys to see me less like a fucking ooh cute girl on the internet streamer, more like, your retarded older sister that, makes you smoke weed when your parents aren't home. I want to be that kind of person. I don't want to be sexualized at all. I think it's really uncomfortable. But yeah, from now on, I have to just smite those people, unfortunately, because they're not gonna drop it. I just have to. I've been going through my DMs too, and I'm looking for any kind of person that's like sending me like, oh, you're so pretty, girl. Oh, you're so attractive. Please date me. Please marry me. I'm just like going through my DMs and blocking all those people because they're not gonna like get the picture if I'm nice to them. So yeah, sucks. I would rather just get to know people as friends. But a lot of people, they can't handle being friends with me, unfortunately. You sexualize myself? How? How on earth do I sexualize myself? In what way am I doing that? Just by being a woman? Having a dress on? Is that just borderline sexuality? I don't understand. Don't worry, Twin. I already see you as my retarded older sister. That's what I want. That's what I want. Don't think about that, and don't think about anything else. Just got done watching Fantano's AI slot video in music, and the rise now that majors have settled with Suno and came here. Immediately hear about Mika getting stalked. 2026 is off to a great start. Oh, I have to see that Fantano video. I haven't watched it yet. The neckline could be higher. It's not my fault. It just keeps falling down. But, like, that's also a personal problem. Because it's not like I have, like, thick fucking cleavage or anything. I'm flat as a fucking board. So if you're getting off to this, if you're getting off to the one time I'm wearing a plunging neckline, you need help. You need to seek God, perhaps. You need to peel your unwavering glare from my lack of a chest. I'd actually like to see the whole dress, but in light of the convo, I don't think I would ask. I got it for, it was like $40 at Hot Topic. This is it. This is the dress. The only thing that's like even slightly revealing about it is just a slightly plunging neckline, which doesn't count because I don't have tits, man. I don't fucking have them. So it's like, how are you attracted to this? It's like a personal problem if you like that shit. Damn. So, there are 7-11 people watching right now. What do you think about that? I think it's pretty cool. Hello. How you guys doing? How you guys fucking doing? Wait. Things are getting lost. Chat's moving very fast. Who is anyone? Oh god, I can't read that. Is there a slow mode for this shit? I actually don't. I've never, because you know, it usually doesn't happen like this. I guess I'm getting more popular, so now I have to activate slow mode finally. I don't know where the fucking slow mode button is. Shit! It's okay to not have tits, Mika. It means less back problems. Yeah, my mom was plagued by back problems because she had fucking double D's. So she ended up having to get a reduction at some point in her life. She was suffering with those. What am I doing? Animating on Unity. Did you had nice holidays? I had okay holidays. I had weird holidays. I had a very strange time. This will be in a video, but long story short, I did magic mushrooms on Christmas because I don't like holidays anymore because my mom's dead. So I did mushrooms to cope, and I had a really bad trip. It was very bad, but it was like an enlighteningly bad trip, so I'm glad it happened. No regrets. Will I do mushrooms again? Not for a long time. But, yeah, formative experience. Griffith, yes. And I became Griffith after. Wake me up when the 9/11 people are watching President Bush. What? Watching while he paints? What does that mean? What does that mean? God sends his hugest tits, to his strongest soldiers. Yeah. If you really want, you could have DMs open in the background during streams, or a channel that only opens during streams. What does that mean? Why would I want that? What is that? How does that help? Is it for the slow chat problem? I know there's a button in here somewhere. I just can't fucking find it. Let's see. Where's settings, please? Chat settings. Okay, there's chat settings for Twitch, but there's not chat settings for YouTube. That's really fucking stupid. Where's the slow mode? There isn't one. Great. Oh wait, no, there it is. It is now. I don't know what these mean. What's a good time delay for this? 10 seconds? I think 10 seconds, maybe. That might be good. Let's see. What about YouTube? What can we do for YouTube? There we go. Slow down. Now I can fucking read. I'm not a fast reader because I'm an idiot. Settings. Dark mode. There's no slow mode. That's great. This app sucks. Fantastic. Got a pee? Someone in the chat hold it for me. That should be between a man and a woman, not between you and the chat. That might be a little gross. Mika, your chat widget isn't showing Twitch chat. Is it not? I have no idea why that is. That's everything's broken. Everything's broken. I had to go in and tweak a bunch of shit for when I did mushrooms because I wanted to record some of it through Streamlabs, so I might have just turned a bunch of shit off that I didn't mean to, just to make sure I wouldn't accidentally press the go live button. There is a psychology book about using psychedelics. I didn't read it because of my history of substance abuse, but a friend said it's worth reading to shift my perspective. I'm just not sure. Well, I'm not a fucking doctor, but I feel like doing mushrooms, it's really hard to abuse them because your body gets used to them pretty fast, or so I've been told. So if you trip one day and then you trip the next day, it's not going to be anywhere near as potent. And then I feel like if you have a bad trip, you're going to want to stay away from them for a while. So I'm not sure if you'd be able to effectively abuse mushrooms, at least. I don't know about any other psychedelic, but yeah. I'm not, like, tempted to go do them again right now because of the experience I had 10 days ago. Destiny took mushrooms and turned gay, so be careful. They do have a habit of revealing things about yourself that you were previously hiding, stuffing away back in deep in your head. So yeah, you could become reasonably gay after mushrooms, sure. Is the Mushroom Kingdom real, or is Mario just tripping off magic mushrooms? That's a good question. I love magic mushrooms. I out them in my... You put them in your salad every day. That... this doesn't sound healthy. This is not healthy at all. Anonymous has tipped $3. Thank you. Generic message. I wish you the best. Thank you. I wish you the best too. I hope your 2016 is rad. What did they used to say in 2016? They said lit. They used to say lit a lot. I hope your 2016 is lit. It also improved Destiny's noodle eating skills as proven in that video. I remember that video. I've seen that one. Pretty good noodle eating skills. Top tier noodle eater. Can I become a higher being if I take mushrooms? I don't know if you can become one, but you'll definitely see them. You'll see some weird shit. You think getting married again after your last marriage? I mean, I would like to. It's just dating is hard. People are evil. And my standards are really high. I can't budge on my standards anymore because every time I do, I get some psychopath that dates me and doesn't respect me at all. So, probably not. Where one teeth go? I'm not missing a tooth. Teeth are just crooked. These ones, they're all taller than this one, and this one's like fucked up and mashed. So I'm not missing a tooth. I just have fucked up teeth. Did the mushrooms make iDubbbz a cuck?
Yes.
No, I think being in a relationship with somebody with borderline personality disorder made iDubbbz a cuck. Not everybody is geared to have a relationship with somebody like that. Keep your standards high. X's are examples of what not to date. Thank you for the bits. Yeah, I don't know, it'll probably take me 5 to 10 years to find somebody that matches my standards, and that's fine. I'm not in any rush. If, you know, if my biological clock keeps ticking, I can always adopt or do IVF. It's like, you know, I'm not gonna risk being a single mom if it means having to deal with some asshole and their fucking child support payments in the background. I'd rather play it safe. Thank you, Haptic, for the 10. Hope you have a wonderful 2026. We both had a sucky 2025, so karma's time to help the homies out. That's what I hope. I've been having some good experiences already with 2025, or 2026, I think. I think I've finally reached a point in my life where I can reasonably hope about things and not feel trapped in a horrible situation at all times. 2026 is a very green year. I hope it's green for an amazing reason. I hope. I can only hope. I'm 23 and I still haven't dated. You're really young. 2023 is like... I think it's like a Gen Z thing too. Because the pandemic happened and it warped a lot of people's perception of socializing, especially if you were Gen Z and you were in school when it was happening. And that's a pretty critical time to be forming bonds with other people and learning to talk to strangers. So I think Gen Z is kind of overwhelmingly plagued with a lot of social anxiety because of that. I think it kind of fucked a lot of people up. Mika, is Gen Z at heart? I'm closer. I'm 3 years away from the cutoff So I'm like a younger millennial, I guess. I do relate more to a Gen Z than millennials, because millennials are just, they all like using Facebook. None of them are funny. They think Minion memes are cool. It's tough. It's tough to relate to older millennial people because they're just fucking boring and weird. They're boomers 2.0 essentially. I think Gen Z humor is a lot funnier. Facebook really went down the shitter. Yeah, it's all bots now. Last time I checked, it's all bots. It's all fucking boomers thinking the bots are real people. It's all AI slop made by bots, and boomers arguing whether or not Jesus really was a giant shrimp man. It's I don't know who still uses Facebook, unironically. Older millennials had so many opportunities and they just squandered so many of them, and they just cry on Reddit now. Yeah, it's like they're a lot like Gen X in that respect. Fun to spread fake news to Facebook mom groups. That's so evil. I also like how your username is gaslighting is easy. I guess that really tracks. Why can't I hear the bits noise? I should hear screaming when the bits happen. What the hell? How did I turn that one off? Let's see, let's check my audio settings. I turned off too many things. Let's see, alert box, chat box, maybe turn that back on. Why is it muted? Channel points. What does costume mean? I don't know what that is. I have no idea what's happening, sorry. I'll have to go back and fuck with Streamlabs. I always promise that I'll do that and I never do it. Sorry.
Oh. There's nothing. Only the smell. Yeah.
Baseball, huh? That tracks. Baseball. What? No! Mika is Gen Alpha? No. No. Let's see, how old is the oldest Gen Alpha? Let's see. Oh, dude, I have a story about Gen Alpha because I have a cousin who's Gen Alpha. He's having a really tough time at school because of his school counterparts and their millennial parents. His mom is actually, I think she's Gen X, or no, she's Gen X. So her parenting style is a bit different from what millennials have been doing. Let's see. I think standards being realistic is a better way to look at it rather than high. You not wanting date sorry, I'm dyslexic. You not wanting to date abusive, obsessive, or destructive people isn't necessarily a high standard, even though there's definitely more shitheads than decent people. It's high in that there's not a lot of people that are mentally stable. If they are mentally stable, they're already taken. So, just based on statistics and how it's more rare than usual these days, it is a high standard to want the bare minimum. So my cousin, he's been getting bullied at school. When I first heard about this, I thought he just had hatched, like, some genius plan. I thought he was playing fucking 4D chess with his mom, because I'd heard, he hasn't been going to school because he kept calling the suicide hotline. I thought he just invented a new way to not go to school that was more reliable than just saying, Mom, I can't go to school, I'm sick, I've got a fever, I'm gonna put the thermometer on my lamp so it heats up so you think I have 101-degree fever. I thought he had just been really clever about it, but it turns out he's actually been getting fucking bullied. So my cousin he's like, how old is he? He's like 12, 13. He has a lot of girls that like him. And him being 12, 13, he doesn't really know what to do about that. He's not really into girls yet. He's still really young. So that part of his biology has not kicked in. Maybe he's fucking gay, I don't know. But the point is, every time a girl comes up to him and asks him out, he's like, no! Cooties, get your bitch ass away from me! Absolutely the fuck not! So what has been happening is all of these girls are dogpiling on him. They surrounded him in a circle, and they pushed him to the fucking ground, and they started kicking him in the fucking balls. So he went to the principal about this, and he ratted these little whores out, and they didn't do anything about it. Do you know why? Because these girls learning from their false allegation millennial-ass parents have told the principal, oh, we were only kicking him in the nuts because he grabbed our boobs, so he deserved it. So then he got in trouble. And then he had to switch fucking schools. And then he went to another middle school, and it happened again. It fucking happened again, bro. Like, these millennial parents, they're fucking evil. Like, horrible. Like, they're teaching girls early to do fucking false allegations to dudes so they don't have to deal with the consequences of their own actions. It's fucking evil. Dude, they could ruin his life for no reason. Oh, what's up, Cameron? Yeah, they're already trying to. He's been to two different fucking middle schools already with this shit. It's bad. If he's not gay, this trauma made him gay for sure. Yep, probably. I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up gay because of this. Because, like, damn, man. Women are just fucking mean out the gate now. Allow. That got auto-outed because you said retarded. Saying retarded is allowed on this stream, but now I've lost the message. Oh, it's gone. Okay, never mind. Been reading a book about girls bullying K through 12 and it's fucking nutty. I'm starting to think all of those, like, doomer-pilled videos that you see on YouTube that are really popular, that are, like, telling, everybody that kids in school these days are just absolutely cooked and feral. I'm starting to believe those. I thought it was just, like, cherry-picked evidence from disgruntled teachers, but I think they're onto something. I think it's, like, more of a trend than we think it is. Gen Alpha are gonna be fucking insane narcissists when they're adults. A whole generation of YouTubers whose only personality is money and millennial parents. It's gonna be bleak. That's what I hear. I hear, I saw this one TikTok where this lady was talking about, how she, every year, and she's been a teacher for, like 30 years. And she gives the same beginning of the year assignment, like an icebreaker, like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? And for our generation, millennials, Gen Z, it was more like, oh, I want to be a fucking astronaut, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be an accountant, you know, something that's, like, reasonable, and smart. But because those jobs don't really fucking exist anymore, because AI is destroying everything, the focus on kids now is, like, you gotta do something, but there's not a lot to do, so ideally, you just get lucky somehow. So most kids' dreams now are, like, on this little assignment, are like, I'm going to win the lottery, something magic is going to happen, and I'm going to get a lot of money all of a sudden out of nowhere. My dream is to be a millionaire. And I'm thinking about this a lot because I have a lot of younger nieces and nephews, and neither me nor my dad really know what to tell these kids in terms of, like, what they should be studying, what they should be aspiring to be, because, like, there's nothing to fucking do. There's only YouTube. There's just, like, hoping you make it as a content creator, as an influencer, and it probably won't work out for most people. Most people are not built for this shit. So a lot of little kids, they're just fucked, man. I don't know what to tell kids. Drug dealer is always a profitable job. College is too expensive. Yes, college is a scam. You go there for 4 years. They charge you $120,000 for a loan. The education you receive is subpar and it doesn't help you actually do anything. And then you come out with debt and you can't get a job, and you're flipping burgers. You paid $120,000 for 4 years to flip burgers. It's like that one picture where it's like a guy stepping on, what's it fucking called? A rake, and it slaps him in the head. And then going to college is like doing parkour with the rake just to land on it and smack yourself in the fucking head with the wooden part. Anyway, that's how life is for a lot of people right now. I tug to Fuda has tipped $3. My dumbass has used Adderall just to barely pass my classmates. I'll be on meth by 20. Maybe get off the Adderall. maybe don't do that. Use it more sparingly. I think a decent career to aspire to be is, like, something that's manual labor, like being a fucking plumber, I guess. It's not a glorious job, but like I've said 1,000 times before, you don't have to have a dream job to be happy. Your job doesn't have to be your identity, as long as it pays the fucking bills. And I'm pretty sure being a plumber pays pretty decently, because, you know, not a whole lot of people want to be waist deep in poop all the time. And it's enough to reasonably support a family, I think. Actually, I don't know. Let's look up fucking wages for a plumber. Maybe being a plumber is becoming oversaturated. Average wage for a plumber. It sounds like condescending that I'm telling my viewers to be a plumber while I'm sitting here on my fucking stupid ass high horse doing YouTube. But, you know, I'm just acknowledging that a lot of people aren't cut out to do YouTube. Not like it's, you know, an enduring, difficult thing to do. It's just like some people are not entertaining, some people are really introverted, and that's okay. Sometimes you're just like that, and there's nothing wrong with that, and sometimes you're just better suited for something else. But yeah, that $30 to $31 an hour, that's not bad. I think that pays more than being a teacher, which is like, I think you make less than that, and you make $20K a year probably, just like something ridiculous and small for being a fucking teacher. Yeah, I'd go be a plumber. It's more reliable. Also, a lot of trades are unionized. That I don't know if that's good or bad, because I was in a union when I was in the fucking animation industry, and when we all got laid off, the union just told us, like, oh, geez, bestie, that really sucks. Well, you know, if you're ever starving, if you don't have enough money to get food, you can always go to the local soup kitchen. Geez, you can always take classes at the local community college to bolster your skills. No, there's actually nothing wrong with doing unpaid overtime for 40 additional hours every week. That's actually normal. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about unions. I feel like they're kind of a scam a lot of the time. At least in places that aren't shitholes. Wait, what? Did you hear my pay is $29 an hour? Okay, that's better than I thought. But I don't think that's also, you know, considering inflation, that's not really enough, I guess. Yeah. Because, like, 30 to 31 an hour, that used to be pretty decent money. Like, even 5 years ago, that was my starting wage, as a character modeler. I made 31 bucks an hour. And that was, like, good money back then. But now, inflation is just so fucking outrageous that, that's not shit anymore. Come be an electrician, you can electrocute yourself when you want to feel something. I know somebody who died being an electrician. They didn't, like, ground themselves properly or something, whatever it is, where you, discharge the electricity on the thing that you're working on. They got fucking electrocuted. So, yeah. Yup. It depends on some of them. Trade union are pretty good from what my uncle told me. First 3D job I got was $22.50. I always told you that you got fucking underpaid. First one I got was, like, good. And it was, like, a shitty indie studio, too. And indie studios usually don't pay well. So if you were making below 30 bucks an hour for your first 3D gig, something was horribly wrong. I know places like The Mill would pay that much, like, fucking fast food wages, like, fucking 19 bucks an hour. I don't think The Mill is still a thing anymore, is it? I think they closed down. I don't think they exist anymore. I do too know 2 high-power Sparkies that died. One, like you said, the other from falling off a 2-foot tower? How do you fall off a 2-foot tower and die? Did he just, like, land on his fucking cranium? That sucks. Oh, damn. Oh, 200-foot tower. Okay. That makes more sense. I heard so many horror stories about The Mill. Yeah, I've never heard a positive thing about The Mill except, like, people who had no concept of self-respect that worked there, and you're like, oh, it's great! I love working at The Mill! I love making $15 an hour for really complicated technical work! I love The Mill! Those are the only people I ever heard that liked it. Horror stories? What? Even my relatively low cost of living area, 30 an hour, wouldn't even let me afford to live by myself. See, that's another complex thing about getting paid 22 bucks an hour. as a 3D modeler, because more than likely, at least pre-pandemic, you had to live in California for this. So that's not enough to support yourself in fucking Los Angeles. So that's pretty AIDS. Honestly, one of the best jobs I ever had was at Snapchat. They treated everyone really well and paid so fucking much. Yeah, a lot of these tech companies pre-pandemic used to be really good because they were using borrowed money from investors, so they could just kind of do whatever they want, give you unlimited fucking snacks and shit, unlimited PTO, and then the interest rates went up, and the investors came and knocking. And then they had to lay off a bunch of people and get rid of, like, the cool work perks, like unlimited snacks. The best job I ever had was being an intern at a museum. Were you, like, paid? That's actually cool. Reminds me of that fucking movie. I want to go to a museum so bad. I was thinking about that this morning, because what was the fucking funky-ass playlist I found this morning? Utopian... It's called Utopian... Wait, fucking shit. Utopian Scholastic. 1990s nostalgic atmospheres, music and ambience. I want to go to a fucking natural history museum so goddamn bad. I need the nostalgia. I want to decorate my house so it looks like a scholastic book fair. Get like little dinosaur put together. Those, what are they fucking called? It was like dinosaur skeletons made out of like cardboard, and you would slot the cardboard together and it would create like a sick Tyrannosaurus. I want to get a lot of that shit. I want some fucking eyewitness books, some fucking silly putty, some Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I want all that shit in my house. I need the nostalgia really fucking bad. Thank you, Bishop Jesus. How about the Magic Short Bus starts an organized crime syndicate, and we start a protection monopoly through coercion. There's enough of us, and people wouldn't want to fuck with a bunch of idiots with retard strength. Let's go! Retard Mafia! It's an awesome idea. I feel like the world was better when we had the Italian Mafia around. Shit was so cash. It was like... It was sleazy. It was a sleazy crime syndicate, but they had class about it. And I don't think they really diddled kids. At least not in the numbers that the government is diddling kids in 2026. It was more about, like, prostitutes, like, grown women prostitutes. The human trafficking was at least adults, I think. Short bus death squad incoming. That would be sick. I feel like I could be a decent crime boss. I would be, like, a benevolent crime boss. Kind of like how I am in the Discord, where, you know, there's an honor system in place. I would occasionally have to swing my machine gun around as an example of my power. Occasionally I would have to mow down one of my lackeys, just in case you guys got all, like, ratchet about things and out of line. I would have to mow at least one of you down, maybe once a month or so. But overall, I think I would be benevolent. Yeah, just to show a little dominance, just a little taste. Mika can have a little taste of mowing down a mafia lackey as a treat. If Epstein was a Flintstones character, he'd be called Epstone. He would, wouldn't he? Is this the Red Bull I just had? Yeah, this is the fresh one. I gotta be careful with these, because sometimes I leave ones from, like, days ago, and they get mold spores in them, and I don't want to die and drink, like, a bad Red Bull. Hi, Frank. Hi, Frank. How you doing? And just do, like, the Yakuza and take the pinky finger. I guess, yeah, we could do that. I guess I don't have to mow down the homies in all-in-one, AK-47 spray. I could be like, hey, hey, Bishop, come here. I need something. And Bishop is gonna be like, what do you need? Well, so, about that. Our numbers are down in terms of, lackeys following directions, so I'm gonna need to set an example of you, and I'm gonna need to take off, the tip of your pinky. just as a little assertion of dominance, if you wouldn't mind just putting your pinky down on the table, and I'm gonna hit it really hard with a hammer, just for the greater good. Yeah, I think that could work out. Xaber has tipped 15, thank you. Thank you for being a strong voice for all the plights of young people are facing. I appreciate you not sugarcoating how bad things are. I hope things will get better for us all. Yep. It's because, like, I have a lot of younger people in my family. Some of them, it's, like, by their own design. Like, I have a couple of stepbrothers, and they're opposite sides of the same spectrum. One of them is, like, horrendously agoraphobic. He was graduating high school during the pandemic. He got bullied by girls in the same way that my cousin did, where, I think what happened was he was in that will they, won't they phase with a girl, and they were flirting. And she said jokingly, "I love you." So he responded jokingly back with, "I love you." And then she was like, "Oh my god, you can't say that to me. I can't believe you're taking our relationship so seriously." And then she had her older brothers come beat his ass. So he's been, like, a little scared of making friends with people since then. And then also the pandemic happened. So he's at home a lot. He's at home more than anybody reasonably should be. Bishop has tipped $15. I'm not gonna read the first word because I will get banned. Wants me to sacrifice a pinky for the short pass. Also, just the tip. Yeah, just the tip, Bishop. For everybody. Just the tip for the homies. Just nothing wrong with giving the homies the tip. So yeah, I have that stepbrother. And then I have my other stepbrother who's just a fucking... He's such a shithead, man. I hung out with him on Christmas Eve. And, God, his issue is, he's like 27, he's never had a job in his life, he doesn't know how to drive, he doesn't have a fucking driver's license, and he stays in his room all day, and he argues with people about politics on Twitter. He's like a huge lefty, very, very, very annoying about being a lefty. I think he likes Hassan, he watches Hassan a lot. So, we were shooting the shit, during Christmas, and this is like the first time I'd seen him since I became a content creator. I hadn't seen him in a long time. So he starts giving me all of these really underhanded comments, because I think his whole life, he's always wanted to be a YouTuber, and, he's had every opportunity to do that, because his mom and my dad, they don't pressure him to look for work at all. They kind of just let him do whatever the fuck he wants. He's very coddled. So he's had every opportunity to just do something with all the spare time and support income that he has, and he could have become a YouTuber at any time in the last 10 years, and he hasn't done a single thing to pave that way for himself, because he's very lazy. So he sees my ass roasting around with my dick in my hand, with all of the swagger of a 14-year-old Fortnite player, getting my content career going in under a year. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I heard you have a YouTube channel. I haven't seen any of your content, by the way." And I'm like, "Okay, man, that's fine. You don't have to watch my content. I'm not, like, bugging every family member I have to watch. That's fine." So he's like, "Oh, well, what's your content about? Like, art or something?" And I'm like, "No, art is, like, a little too niche. I tried doing that at first, and, you know, it just doesn't do too well, numerically. It's fun to make, but it's, like, more effort than it's worth." And then he's like, "Well, what is your content about?" And then I said, "Oh, I tell mostly weird stories about my life because I've got a lot of experiences. I've accepted that my life is essentially one very long Harold and Kumar go to White Castle movie where I set out to do something very simple and a bunch of bullshit happens, and I think there's a lot of entertainment value in that." And then his response to that is, "Wow, isn't that kind of boring?" Like, bro, come on! Like, gee, especially when he knows the last video I made was about how my mom died. Like, how fucking tone deaf can you fucking possibly be? That's so mean. But again, I don't, like, get upset at him. I just, like, alright, man, that's, you know, it's your opinion. That's fine if you don't fuck with the kind of stuff I make. I'm not forcing you to like it. And then the thing that upsets me the most is he's like, "Oh yeah, I was hanging out with some friends, and one of my friends showed me this tweet while saying, yeah, I love it when people who are racist online, they get what they deserve. And then he shows his friend shows my stepbrother that tweet that gets like reposted every month on Instagram, where it's like the Star Walker guy, the Star Walker profile pic guy on Twitter is like, haha, this bitch, she got fucking laid off, she got fired from her job at Marvel because she was racist at work. And then it's like the thumbnail of me talking about my unemployment adventures. And of course, if you watch the video, that's not what fucking happens. I got laid off because everybody got laid off. I wasn't racist at work because I'm not racist. And then I had a few more gigs after that, and I ended up quitting because I learned that I hated it. So they show my stepbrother this tweet on their phone, and he says nothing. He doesn't fucking say anything about it. He's just like, oh yeah. He doesn't say that like, oh, that's my stepsister, and she's not like that. He didn't even have to say that, he's my, stepbrother. He could have just said like, oh, I know who that is. She's mixed race, and you're getting your story all fucky-wucky. He was just like, oh, yeah, I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to ruin my social standing with this person. I didn't want to, like, lose a friend over this. Like, that's so bitch-made of you, dog. Like, after everything we've been through together as, like, step-siblings, and you're just, like, not even going to step up to bat for me at all. That's, like, that's so fucking doom-pilled. That's just a fucking shitty-ass dick move of him. So, and it's always from people who, they're mad at themselves, right? They don't like to see somebody else more successful than them. And he's, like, had all these opportunities to get his life going the right way. And he chose to stay stupid in the attic for all 27 of his years and accomplish nothing. So that's how I spent my Christmas Eve. Dude, my blood brother does that. I'm already watching my back at home. You're not reading the signs, man. Yeah, well, I don't live with my stepbrother, so there's at least that. People would do and say anything about anyone to maintain their social standing in a given group. It's slimy as fuck. Yeah, it's tough to trust people, man. It's really hard to want to deal with that. And you don't want it to ever come from your own fucking family, but that's usually where it comes from. That's usually the first fucking place. Many family members can have resentment of each other due to fighting for parental love attention, and also can be jealous of each other's success. See, that's the funny thing, too, about my stepbrother. So, you know, my parents got divorced pretty early in my life. So when my dad found my stepmom, they moved in with each other, a while ago. So cumulatively, my stepbrother has spent more time with my dad than I ever have. So he's technically had more opportunities for parental love than I fucking had, because I just wasn't, you know, I just didn't live with my dad when I was a kid. And he just goes and squanders shit. Like what I don't know what his fucking problem is. Living with my blood brother right now is weird a bit after coming back home crippled and mentally unstable, but he's doing his best to reassure me I'm not the problem most times. That's good. At least he's self-aware. Hey mama Basita, you making enough from streaming to quit your IRL job yet? Yeah, I haven't had an IRL job in a long time. So I'm like, I'm all good on that front. I don't have to like go back to, it's funny because at the beginning of the year, I was trying really hard to just get a job as like a hostess, so I could learn to become a bartender. And I remember this specific moment where I was just handing out job applications, and every time I handed out a job application, I would get told to apply online. So I would apply online, and obviously, like, that doesn't really do much good because it's an entirely impersonal and faceless thing to do when trying to get work. And I was just like fucking sobbing in my car because I felt like I just fucked up my life so bad, or that things were just so out of my control that I couldn't fucking do anything about my predicament. Like, I could not get people calling me back for work at, like, grocery stores or being, like, a clerk at fucking Hot Topic. I just couldn't fucking find work at all. And I just didn't know what it was. It was either, like, maybe I was overqualified, which is, like, stupid. It's a really stupid thing that you can be overqualified for a job and they'll reject you. So I tried both things. I tried having a resume with basically nothing on it but made up information about me having other retail jobs, and I've tried having my true resume which is like 4 years of visual effects work and a bachelor's degree, and neither of those things yielded me any work, and I just felt so fucking hopeless. But you know, and then the whole thing with my mom getting sick, and then I couldn't get jobs anyway, and I had to stop looking because I was a full-time nurse. But I guess we're finally at the point where I don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. So that's like the one positive of 2025, I guess, is that I can do this as a career instead, and I feel very blessed about that. I'm stressed out just thinking about it. 2025 was rough, man. It's your aura, Miko, way too threatening for public jobs. That's what I was thinking. I have resting bitch face for sure. I don't really know what to do about it. Because when I smile, it feels worse.
Oh, yes.
Wait, who's doing things I can't see? Thank you for the super chat, Wayne Hunter 1000. I too am a 3D artist. Thanks for the podcasting.
Oh, yes.
How's the 3D art world going? I haven't checked in on it in a long time. Are they like still laying people off? I feel like they've been nonstop laying people off since like 2023. Thank you for the super chat, Bingus. Who cares about real jobs? Go after what you want. Well, you know, you have to be careful about going after what you want, because I went after what I want for wanted for, you know, 3D art, and it ended up being fucking terrible. So that's what I mean to say when I say like your day job doesn't have to be glorious, because sometimes the more emotional attachment you have to it, the worse it is for you when you realize how fucking terrible it is. Thank you, Rod Nee, for the super chat. Online applications are often ignored by HR departments stuffed with mean people. Yeah, the HR ladies, they love the power imbalance that they have compared to the lowly applicant. They love rejecting you because it gives them a nice little lady boner. Being employed in 2026 is insane. Being unemployed into 26 is the meta this season. I think we should all just be unemployed and stop paying our taxes.
Just know that I am so proud and
Hi,
happy
Doc.
you are still here and kicking. You've been through so much, but you still here.
Aww.
I love you. Happy 2 days into the new year.
I love you too, Duck. Happy New Year. Everybody say Happy New Year to Small Duck. He's the best. He's the purest guy ever. I got my snake bites this month last year, and it was new to me. I gave myself a third lip ring last mid-November with a safety pin that I carry. What? Fuck! It's going too slow. It's going too fast. I carry Narcan pin, and it didn't hurt, but it took over 20 minutes to slide the ring in my middle piece. It wasn't planned, but he was a super manic, and it was worth it. One of my best friends in high school used to do this. She would just like bring a safety pin to school, and she would just pierce her lips. I think I remember her having like she had like a lot of snake bites. I guess they weren't snake bites. I think it's only snake bites when it's these two. I think like she had 5 fucking lip rings at one point because she just couldn't stop doing that in the middle of fucking class. It was pretty metal. High pain tolerance on that woman. I hope she's doing well in 2026. You lose a lot of contact with people, unfortunately, so I have no idea what she's doing these days, because people don't use Facebook anymore, so you can't really stalk people so much. At least it was a safety pin, so it was safe. Yeah, it's safe if it's a safety pin. It's in the name. I got a FNAF ad, like for the movie, or for the game. Are they still making FNAF games? Are they still beating that dead horse? Oh, hold on, all twisted. There we go. Inhale my dog, enragement child. Holy shit, that was so long ago. I never finished the rest of those games, the JRPG Five Nights at Freddy's games. Those were great. Those were better than the mainline games. You can get most piercings removed in an MRI machine. Yep, you sure can. You sure can. They even made a second movie. I kind of want to see the second movie, even though I know it's bad. I don't know. I like the way it looks. I know it's just like horror movies for kids, but you know, something about it just, it turns off the logic in my brain and I want to watch it. I watched the first one with Cameron. It was a pretty fun cringe watch, I must say. I'd cringe watch the second one as well. When I got arrested 10 years ago, for trying to steal a police car, huh? I had all of my jewelry removed and never bothered to put them back in when I got- Why did you- what? What? Go back to what you just said. What the fuck? What do you mean you tried to steal a police car? What the fuck? What do you mean by that? Chat, what did he mean by this? You're gonna have to elaborate on that one a little bit more, buddy boy. IRL GTA. If I know stuff about the movie beforehand, it low-key ruins the entire experience. Yeah, that's my bad for seeing other YouTubers review the second movie. I kind of should have just went into it raw. Because I already assumed it would be bad. Like, let's be real. The first one wasn't great, but, you know, it was just interesting to see all of the autism on the big screen. I don't think a diploma for game arts is gonna cut me a stable life, sadly. It's probably not. Unless you went to Nomen. If you went to any other school, you're probably not going to get a job. How was 2016 4 years ago? What do you mean? It was only 4 years ago, guys. It's 2020 now. Isn't that crazy? God. Time sure does move really fast! Jeez! Oh, jeez! Oh! Thoughts on Stranger Things Season 5? Oh my god, dude. Oh, it was so fucking bad. You can just tell. You can just tell now when something was written when the Writers Guild strike happened. It was fucking terrible. There was nothing redeeming about it. There's too many characters. They didn't kill anybody off except for that one bitch from season 2 that nobody liked. They brought her back just so they could kill her. I watched the series finale with a friend. And he kept calling Kali the disposable brown character because she was only there for the DEI points and to die. It was so fucking bad, dude. Why, man? That's so sad that they concluded such a good show with that.
Yes.
God fucking damn it, man. It was so bad. It didn't need to be that fucking bad. But I guess the writer's room was just vacant for the years that they were actually writing it, and they probably used ChatGPT to fill in the gaps. It was terrible, man. Glad you're financially stable. Definitely got deja vu over being turned down. Courtesy of being overqualified. Indirect cut got me spiraling. I need to go for a walk, but you stay strong and stay safe. Your family needs you. Yep. Nobody else. So me and my dad are the only people in my family that have jobs. So I gotta like, not even for my family, because a lot of them I just don't like because they're all lazy, but I want to ease my dad's financial burden at least so that he doesn't have to be, he's like 63. I don't want him to work himself to death to support all of his leeches. So I'm gonna help him out financially with my YouTube dollars. Someday I'll be able to do both of those things, or I'll be able to help my dad and buy a DDR machine. that's my ultimate goal in life. But anyway, back to Stranger Things. It sucked really fucking bad. They did Millie Bobby Brown so dirty in that show. They made her look terrible. I don't know what it was with, like, they were just fucking with the lighting scenarios, and they were giving like this really flat, unflattering lighting. She very clearly had lip filler. Hi, Freddy. What are you doing? What are you sniffing in here?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Hi, y'all.
You could tell that she had lip filler, and they kept pulling her hair back and showing her massive forehead, combined with her mog face, and she just looked terrible the entire time. She couldn't like use facial expressions at all. She couldn't convey emotions, which is kind of important for acting. Kind of like up there in top 10 things that make your acting good is being able to use your face. There was too much CGI, which is like, if you're trying to emulate 80s Monster of the Week type shit, you need to use more practical effects. You can't have it look like a goddamn Marvel movie with everything being clearly done in like a VFX green screen dome, and it's really obvious that you're fucking doing that. It actually, it doesn't help you stay immersed in the story. If anything, it takes you out of it, because it's just, like, very blatant. So they're very, very little practical effects. So I guess that's where their crazy budget went, is, like, all of these crazy CGI scenes that looked just too bombastic for you to take them seriously. There's too many characters. You had, like, 40 people in the same room, trying to come up with, like, Scooby-Doo-ass plans. Like, oh, Vecna, soda pop. Oh, that gives me an idea. If we take the soda can and we shove it in Vecna's ass, then we should win. That's my genius idea. And then Erica would give like a snarky response, and then Robin gives a snarky response. You can't have two fucking snarky characters, bro. You have to kill one of them. You can't have two of those fucking archetypes. It's just you're cluttering the fucking scene. Mike isn't a character anymore. His whole character arc ended as soon as he started dating Eleven, so he was actually been a non-character for a long time. And I think part of it was, like, Mike used to be the team leader, right? He used to be the ideas guy, he would come up with the plans, and then they started removing that role from him, because they want, like, oh, it's gotta be girl power! Let's give all the girls the smart ideas! The future is female! So now Erica is the smart, Robin is the smart, Joyce is the smart, nobody with a penis is the smart, only girls. So that kind of deleted Mike's entire character, and you know, there's nothing wrong with having a female as the smart, but like, if you're gonna do that, kill Mike. Instead of like just leaving him on screen with nothing to do, you have to kill Mike. But no, they won't want to do that. They didn't want to fucking do that for some reason. But yeah, it was really bad. What else? What else happened? They gave that little girl like more screen time than anybody else for like no reason, even though they already had 50 characters. Like, oh, let's add another one. Let's add another character to this this horde of people. And they also made her Mike. They turned her into Mike because she was like the brave. She's Holly the heroic. Let's give her all of Mike's roles because Mike isn't a character anymore. Noah Schnapp is gay in real life, so let's make his character gay. Let's make the whole season about him being gay. We're gonna have a scene where Vecna is, like, shooting his evil thoughts into, Noah Schnapp's mind, calling him, like, gay slurs. Like, oh, this is what will happen if you submit to me. I'm going to, shoot the F slur into your brain, and you're gonna hear that, non-stop for 30 minutes, and that's my brain torture to you. And then, there was a fucking 40-minute coming out scene that could have been handled, in a myriad of better ways, instead of just, Guys, I have something to say! Attention! I know we're all about to go to battle, but I have something really important to say! Everybody sit down! Oh my god, I can't! Oh, man! It's really sad because I really like that show, and they just fucking, they couldn't stick the landing. They ain't done milking the IP, calling it next season, announced in 2 years. No, they're having like an episodic animated series that's copying the Arcane copy slop art style, because every CGI thing that comes out now, it has to be the painterly Arcane thing. Because that's the trend. Nobody can have an original idea about how to texture something. So they're doing that, and it takes place between season 2 and 3. And I guess, I don't know how that's gonna work. I guess they're not gonna have the same voice actors, because everybody's an adult. And that's another problem, is they took too fucking long with these seasons. Everybody's like 30 and 40. They're trying to like sell Millie Bobby Brown as like an innocent 17-year-old. And her hips are bigger than mine. She's got, like, massive birthing hips, and they keep trying to stick her in, like, these compression suits, and it doesn't fucking work. What they should have just done is aged the timeline up with the characters, but that's too hard, I guess. Fucking William was such an annoying crybaby the whole time that had to stop everything to cry on camera for no reason. Everyone was crying all the time. Yeah, he was a whiny little guy. He's like, oh, I've harnessed the power of being gay, and now, gay beam, wow! That was the whole season. They could have handled it better. Like, I hate Robin's character, but they handled her coming out as gay arc a lot smoother than, Will. It was just like, Wills was just so on the nose, and it just took you out of it, and it felt like an after-school special, and not like a fucking $480 million budget TV show. I guess none of the budget went into the coming out scene. I heard some stuff on like Twitter. No, I'm not getting a fucking Sopranos pinball machine. I want a DDR machine. Fuck your poll. Unless they make like a Sopranos DDR machine, that would be sick. I'd fuck with that. I'd fuck with that. How many gay characters does the show? It only has 2, but it's just like they're just so in your face about it, and I think people are just like bored of those stories. Nobody's like homophobic. We're just like, okay, we get it. Gays are cool. Nobody's arguing against that anymore. But they still have to reiterate it in every TV show ever that gays are really cool, even though we're all on the same page about that now. But they won't fucking stop. And you just know it's like somebody in the writer's room who's really narcissistic, and they want to write their own Mary Sue character about themselves. And you know, they're just like, oh, when I was a child, I was always really gay, and I got bullied for being gay, and I always wish that being gay gave me a superpower and it would help me kill all of my high school bullies. So I'm gonna write that into this show, and it's gonna be really cool. And it's not really cool. It's really fucking boring. Nobody cares. Everybody gets bullied in high school. You're not special. You know what I got bullied for in high school? I got bullied in high school for having curly hair. Okay, it's not a fucking unique experience. Kids are just malicious, and they'll find anything to bully you about. Okay? You don't see me making a whole thing about having curly hair and how it actually makes me better than everybody else. It's just really grating. I hate Hollywood writers. I'm almost glad that ChatGPT has replaced so many of them, because they're always just very pretentious idea guys, and they're not actually good at anything. Like, all you do is, like, you have ideas and you write them down. And then you have, like, some sort of, you're like a Nepo baby, and you're like some rich director's nephew, and they're like, yeah, I can get you a job being an ideas guy. And I know this because I used to date a writer. He's also the Dota 2 guy from the last stream that I was talking about, and all of his ideas were pretentious and bad, and he has like no real life experience. He doesn't know what it's like to struggle, because he's a Nepo baby. He doesn't understand emotional weight when writing something. He was trying to write some sort of pilot for a TV show about the war in Iraq. My fucking snakebite fell out again. God damn it! He was trying to write something about the war in Iraq, and I shit you not, this was like his description of it. He's like, I want to write like this almost sexual tension between jihadist and the American sniper who's about to blow his fucking brains out. Like, nobody... What the fuck is that, man? Nobody wants to watch that. What are you talking about right now? And then he was like struggling to get the reader, the viewer, to empathize with his sniper guy main character. So he's like, oh, I know what I'll do so that the audience feels bad for him. I'm gonna make it so he's got like 2 kids, right? And his first kid died from cancer, and then his second kid got into the family gun collection and accidentally shot himself in the head, and that's how that's how you'll feel bad for him. So I hate writers. I hate them so much. They're fucking terrible. I don't know any good writers anymore left in Hollywood. They all suck really fucking bad. Like, hold on, let me put this back into my face. Basic OC backstory. Yeah, I gave him his fucking grimdark, brooding anime character arc. I know so many people who were just writing Naruto fanfiction in the early 2000s that are better than most Hollywood writers. The bar is so fucking low, man. You have no idea. Alright, hold on. Wait, no. That's the wrong one. It's this one, right? No, hold on. Yeah. God damn it, dude. Come on, there we go. Ah, no. Okay, there you go. Christopher Nolan is good. Christopher Nolan is okay. He did write one of my favorite movies. Well, no, he didn't. That was based off a book. He adapted Interstellar to movie, at the very least. But I'm not really talking about, like, older writers. I'm talking more about, like, these fucking millennials that are starting to infiltrate the writers' rooms of film and television. These people cannot write. These people are all just pretentious theater kids that aren't good at anything else. And it's cringe. It's really cringe. Family gun collection. Oh yes, the generation wealth we all deserve. Yeah, that's how you could tell that he had no idea what he was fucking talking about in terms of, like, an empathetic character that's struggled in life. So he's just like, oh, what would happen to me that would be bad in my story? Oh man, it would be really bad if my parents hadn't given me a Lamborghini for my 16th birthday party. I would be destroyed if that hadn't happened to me. Jeez. The writers behind Velma are chef's kiss. Yeah, dude. The same millennials that ruined Metroid Prime 4. Yeah! Yep! Bad! I don't know, they really stuck the landing with the Game of Thrones. Dexter. I don't think I finished Dexter, but I heard it was, like, excruciating. I did finish Game of Thrones, and that's how, Stranger Things felt. Very, very fucking bad. Hi, Pale Hands! Thank you for the super chat. I had to explain to a writer once why it wouldn't make sense to have a love scene while one of the characters is bleeding out. What? What the fuck? That's incredible. You had to explain that. That's fucking amazing. Holy shit. This is what I'm fucking talking about. Sorry, my blood sugar is getting low. Even though I'm eating a fucking drinking a Red Bull. Somehow it's still low and I'm getting lightheaded. Maybe more candy isn't the solution to that. Hold on, let me find a substantial food somewhere in my house so that I stop getting lightheaded, because I forget to eat a lot of the time.
Sit tight. Don't kiss each other too much while I'm gone. I'll be right back. Be right back.
Go to the park today. It's raining. It's gonna be mud. Stop trying to eat my trash. Stop it. Get help. Andy's coming. Andy's coming. Everybody pretend you're not real. Can confirm there was a lot of kissing. Sorry, that's okay. Just repent. Repent your sins. Well, if you kiss boys, you get magic powers, according to Stranger Things, so there's always that. You could probably, like, explode somebody with your mind right now. You should try it. Try it on each other. Kiss each other first, and then see who is the best at exploding the other with their mind. Eat the Red Bull. It's not very substantial. You know, Dexter's ending was atrocious. I don't know what happens. I remember watching, like, a season or two of Dexter. No, this is my biscuit. You had food. This is my weird biscuit. Ew, why do you have eye boogers, man? Fucking nasty-ass dog. What do I have to wipe your eye boogers? I don't want to use my hands. I have napkins in here. Hoomst? Do I have a, no? Oh, you're so gross. You're so fucking gross. Ew, don't kiss me. Your breath smells. No, don't wipe it on my dress, you fuck. Nasty. Just because it's green doesn't mean I want boogers on it, you fucking bastard. A hurricane hits Miami and Dexter drowns, saving every Cuban from drowning. What? don't tell. That's not real. Oh, don't booger my dress up, dude. Stop.
Oh, yes.
No. No, stop. Stop. Bitch, stop. No. Stop it. Why are you even in here? Okay. Content dog.
Content dog. Content dog.
How much was your dog? How much has your dog helped you emotionally? I know my dog has saved me a few times. Yeah, I was talking with a friend about that earlier. Said friend seems to prefer cats. I think cats are cool, but I feel like I'm not very. Stop rubbing your whole big ass head on my dress. Cats are their emotions are a little less telegraphed. I need an animal that is very clearly excited to be around me. So get out of my trash can. I need that in my life really bad. So that's why I like dogs, because they're very extroverted. They're happy all the time. They just love, like, when I make eye contact with Freddy, she wags her tail because she's just so excited that I'm in here and I'm with her and that we live together and I rescued her from the dog shelter. I love Boris when he rubs his stinky fucking huge ass head into my nice dress. It's gross, but I can't get enough of it. I just wish he didn't have eye boogers. So, you know, oh wait, here's a cloth. Here's a fucking, this is what I use to wipe my glasses. Here, you can use this. Ew. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, you know, their dogs are like, they're kind of a pain. They're basically toddlers, but, you know, I like that about them. You never know what they're gonna do. Keeps you on your toes. They're lots of fun. Get out of my trash can. Stop. You can't eat that. You know, dogs aren't for everybody, but I like them. What a beautiful Dalmatian. I'm gonna kill you. It's not a Dalmatian. He's a Great Dane. Ah! He's doing fine with his ear infection. He hasn't had an ear infection in a long time. You're a little, a little delayed on that. He doesn't have an ear infection. He's okay.
Isn't that right, Boris? Your ears are clean? Yeah.
Cats and dogs are both wonderful. I agree. But I just like that dogs are really, you know, they're like your ride or die. They're your best friend. They're always excited to be around you. You can pet them all the time. I think cats, they don't always want to be pet. Dogs always want you to pet them. So that's really sick. Like Boris is what he's doing right now, and he's making my hands stink with his stinky ass head.
Isn't that right, Mr. Boris?
Now I can't eat my fucking, well, I guess I could keep it in the wrapper. No, you can't have it, bro. You can't. It's mine. It's mine. It's my blood sugar, man. Come on, you had breakfast already. Cats can be assholes sometimes. Yeah, I've never had a cat. Like, I've been around cats. I've never owned one. So I'm just really not sure what to do with their body language too much. Cats are good for people who need to learn boundaries. That's a, yeah, you know what? No, that's not true. That's not true. I had, I was friends with a boundary avoider, or a boundary penetrator, rather, earlier this week. And he had a cat, and I don't think he really learned much from that experience. So I think you're wrong, but your heart's in the right place. It would work on paper, maybe, for some people. You have reptiles, I have a snake. You know, it's been a long time since I've had Noose on stream. I'm gonna get her out. I'm gonna bring Noose in here for a second. Don't fucking bump into my softbox. You still can't have it. I haven't changed my mind from 20 seconds ago. It's mine. I love my baby boy Salem. He's a black cat who's part Bombay. He's a Velcro cat. It's mine. You can't have it. Stop, bitch. Oh, you're fine, motherfuckers. Here, go away. Take it. It's on the floor. Guys, that dog got weird eyes. He's built different. Oh, I need to wash my hands before touching my snake. That's what she said. I'll be right back. Got him!
We goon while she's gone.
Behold. Behold. She's like an intestine with eyes. Oh, let me get my fucking earbuds back on. Let me put her in my lap in a sec. I kind of don't want to put her in my lap because, like, you see... Let's see, how can we pivot this? You see how, like, big the tip is? She needs to take a huge shit. It's almost shitting time. I don't want her to take a shit on my dress. Boris, there's no more food in here. Why are you guys in here, bro? Get out. Go. Go, 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 go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Boris. Go. I'm gonna put her down for a sec. I just know she needs to take a human-sized shit soon. Snake colonoscopy. What's her name? Her name's Noose. Oh yeah! Snake sharding time. I hope not. That wouldn't be very, very cash money of her. Bro, watch out, it's a snake. White supremacy snake. That was one of the things I was gonna call her. I was gonna call her white supremacy or Hitler because she's white with blue eyes. But we settled on Noose, because Noose is actually funnier. Hi Mika, I got my job and Tabaki told me to tell you you have big googly eyes. Thank you, Kresno, and thank you, Tabaki. Plan to buy or adopt a puppy Doberman, female specifically, just to name her Mercy after my favorite KMFDM song. I don't know what that's a reference to. Oh, well, I guess it's a song. I've never heard that song is what I'm trying to say. The Dobermans are cute. They're not too big.
Hey, yo!
Blue-eyed Lucy, yeah. Blue-eyed Lucy. I think this morph is really cute. She's got really spooky eyes. Can we see the face? Right. So she's a little coiled. Let her warm up to the situation because she's like balling up because she's unsure about things. So let her just hang out for a sec and then you can see her face.
I saw her face, and wow!
What is that from? That's either from Doug or Hey Arnold. I just don't know which one. If you're old and you remember where that's from. Shrek? It's not from Shrek. Like snakes being pet? What? Do snakes like being pet? They tolerate it. They don't really have opinions. Because their brains are really small. They're not very smart animals. Ren and Stimpy? It was not from Ren and Stimpy. The YouTube chat broke again.
Oh no. Oh no. I really wish it wouldn't fucking do that. That's not cool.
Hey Arnold? Okay, that's what I thought. My second choice was Doug. Oh, there we go. Okay, she's getting a little more comfortable. There we go. One of her eyes is a little fucked because that's just part of their morph. Is they're likely to just see how the pupil is all the way at the front of her fucking snoot. It's not supposed to do that. It's not normal. But her other eyes is fine. See, she's like looking around and stuff. Oh yeah, she's getting heavy. She's a big girl. I wonder how much she weighs. I haven't weighed her in a bit. Her eyes look like anime attacks charging. Why has her eye like that? Genetics. She's not gonna strike because she's not coiled up. She's just curious right now. She's not feeling too threatened. She's just like, what the fuck? What am I doing here? What is happening? Put me back in my house. This is it's kind of gay out here. Weigh her before and after she takes that fat shit. It's a good idea. How big will she get? So she's almost 3 years old. I don't know how long she is either. They're supposed to get up to like 5 feet. But I think she's on the smaller side. Because she's gone through a few hunger strikes. So, you know. I don't know. I don't know how long she actually is, but I don't think she's 5 feet yet. She's probably closer to 3. But she's thick. She's a thick lady. Like, I can't even get my whole hand around her anymore. She used to fit in the palm of my hand, and now she can't anymore. Is that pizza dough? No, it's an animal. Why would you have an animal who you can't play fetch with? Reptiles are like... They're more of, an animal that you observe. They're more of like a furniture type animal. Very, very low maintenance. It's more of like, because you appreciate reptiles, and you kind of want to have one in your house to look at because they're pretty. And because you respect them a lot. Why are you dirty? Why are your scales dirty? What's going on? Did you poop already? I don't think so. She's got that big... She's pregnant with doo-doo. She got doo-doo in her ass real bad. It's a really cool snake. Thanks! Bad dragon sponsorship. That sounds a bit like cats with scales. Yeah. You're not wrong. But I think cats still have the capacity for evil. She doesn't really have the capacity for evil. She can only be curious about the world around here, but not really form thoughts about things. To be fair, I would be scared of holding her. Oh, she's really chill. Ball pythons are notorious for just being really chill. Very docile. She doesn't mind being held. She neither likes nor dislikes being held. I think she does like coming out occasionally for enrichment. But that's it, really. Because I know she'll sometimes just perch her head out from one of her hides just to watch things happen outside of her terrarium. But, for the most part, she just hangs out in the same spot all day and does nothing. She does nothing cutely. Mika, how long have you had her? I've had her for about 2.5 years. It's my first reptile. I'd like to think I've done a very good job with her. For my first reptile especially. Because she's never had, like, stuck shed or anything. All of her poops are very good. When she does go through a hunger strike, it doesn't last for too long. I've seen people with snakes that don't eat for like a year straight. Her longest hunger strike was like 4 months. I mean, I think that's more due to a breeding thing. Like, in the early winter to early, or winter to early spring, apparently they stop eating because it's like mating season for them. So, you know, she's gotta have that snatched waist, you know, to attract mates. So she gets really anorexic, and she goes on a crash diet for 4 months, and she doesn't eat. And that's what happened last year. But, so that's probably gonna happen soon, actually. And then she was afraid of eating large rats for a really long time. Like, she got too intimidated, so she was on mediums for, like, more than was probably appropriate, and it's just because she didn't like the big ones. She got too scared. But now she's eating large. How do you know her poop is good? Because it's like normal poop color and it's big, I guess. Nice firm poops. It's not like diarrhea or anything.
Oh, yes.
Oh, hold on. Oh, wait, what happened? Where was that? What was the event notification? What was that for? Go away, poll. When Snake eats rats, it's normal, but when I do it one time... lack of snake dick got me feeling depressed. I would consider never saying that again. It's a weird sentence. Do you know some snakes give live birth? It's pretty crazy. Ball pythons don't do that, but I think it's like emerald tree boas that do that. They give live birth. It's pretty gross. It's very wet. Get her a big ficus. Why? Why would she want a ficus? Polly walnuts, Gualtieri. Amazing thing about snakes is that they reproduce spontaneously. Tony Soprano. What do you mean, Polly walnuts? Polly walnuts. God damn it. They have both male and female sex organs. That's why somebody you don't trust you call a snake. I don't think that's true. The females can very rarely in some cases do that where they reproduce asexually. But it's not like a normal thing that happens. But thank you for that Sopranos quote, I guess. Are you familiar with r/snakes with hats? No, I'm not a Redditor, unfortunately. I find it funny that snakes evolved like nature was saying. Arms and legs? Nah, you don't need those. They've evolved twice because there's also like legless lizards that are similar. They felt the need to not have legs anymore for some reason. I don't know what kind of biome that's suited for, but you know, more power to you. How can you trust a guy who can literally go fuck themselves? Tony Soprano. Don't you think that expression would have come from Adam and Eve's story when the snake tempted Eve to bite the apple? Polly. Hey, snakes were fucking themselves long before Adam and Eve showed up. Okay. Alright. There we go. That's what happened. Bishop, when are you going to get a tarantula? Oh yeah, damn. That was one of the things I was supposed to get a long time ago. It was like my mom's gift to me for taking such good care of her. She's like, okay, you can get yourself a tarantula for all that you've gone through. And then she fucking died, and I kind of didn't think about tarantulas for a long time. But yeah, I'd like to get one of those. Maybe I'll get one soon, actually. Since my apartment is mostly what I want it to look like. Then we'll have a tarantula stream. Where I'll just put the camera on the tarantula terrarium and I won't even show up. It'll just be tarantula time. You should get a red-eyed devil. Always wanted one. Is that a snake or a spider? What if your snake does an Ouroboros? I've heard of snakes doing that. Box tarantula. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, baby girl? You're so curious about the world around you. And before you name it, Shelob. Is that like the Lord of the Rings spider, I think? Shelob. No, that'd be too cliche. I don't even like Lord of the Rings that much. It's like good. It's fine. I'm just not like obsessed with it like people are. I'll send you a pic. Hold on. Sorry if I don't see your alerts. Streamlabs is being a real fuck today. And I can't see when people are gifting subs, but I do appreciate it. Cool. She's like settling down. You're kind of in my bracelet. I went to Dave & Buster's for New Year's, and my New Year's resolution is to be meaner to people because I'm tired of weird people trying to take advantage of me. So in honor of that, I stole this bracelet from a child. It was left unattended at a table, so I'm like, I yoinked it. So it's my bracelet now because I'm a thief and a certified evil guy. So I took this bracelet from a little kid. It's my bracelet now. Oh, let's click this. I don't have access to my right hand anymore. Oh, okay. It's like a katydid, right? I think. No, I don't think that's a katydid. It's more like a grasshopper. I actually don't know what the fuck this thing is. No, it's a katydid. Grasshopper, katydid. I don't know. They look very similar. But it looks fucked up. I don't know if I like that thing. Things like this are freakier than tarantulas to me, honestly. I think tarantulas are quite cute because they're like little eight-legged cats. My snake bite fell out again. Awesome. That's cool. Ugh. I don't want to put my fingers in my mouth again while I have a snake in my hand. Shit! They look like that Australian cricket. They used to have things like this in Louisiana when I lived there. They were like big and black with red eyes. They were fucking terrifying and they could jump. Louisiana is a very terrifying place. Funny you say that, Mika. I was going to do the same, but decided to be nicer by force after not getting my pills back in my system yet. Well, there's always hope. You can get your pills sometime, at some point, and then you can be mean again. Okay? Your New Year's resolution doesn't have to start on New Year's. Stealing from children is a cool New Year's resolution. Thanks, I think so. Show me your muscle. I don't have any. I haven't fucking worked out in a bajillion years. Wait, did the stream stop? Ah! I don't see any lag. What do you mean? I don't know if things are lagging. Did I get kicked off of Twitch again? Oh no. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? Did my penis get exploded live? What's going on? Oh, it's back? Okay, we're fine. There we go. Oh my god, Snake, hello? Now I can see the fucking shit. Twitch is always fucking acting up. Thank you, Show Quality Trust, for the sub. It stopped for 10 seconds. Okay, cool. We're back. This is really uncomfortable. She likes to twist my arm in really annoying ways so that she can get comfortable. The snake is good for lifting. She is. She's so heavy, man. My fucking shoulder's already sore from bowling on New Year's Eve. How much? I wonder how much she weighs. I should probably go weigh her real quick and then put her back because she's like difficult. She's being very difficult. Where Spike? It fell out of my mouth. Hold on. Hold on. Let's reconvene in like 5 minutes so I can put my snake bite in and my real snake back in her terrarium. I'll be right back. Come on, you.
Where's my piercing at? Where the fuck did it go? Fell on the floor somewhere.
Mika's like 6'5", I'm 5'7". I am a big bitch. Just not that big. My favorite part of the stream, Mika's chair and music in the background. Someday I'll be just like Hassan, everybody's favorite streamer. Oh shit, there it is. Oh, this was on the ground. I'm gonna wash it off. I don't know what the fuck is on my floor. Probably nothing sanitary.
Be right back again.
Real Hassan hours. Wait, that's a new chair. I've had this chair for a couple of months now. Who is Hassan? Hassan is the greatest streamer that ever lived. He takes really good care of his dog, and he has really good ideas about how society should be ran. Very, very good guy. Couldn't recommend his streams enough. Good stuff. Get political cow. Wasn't it a black chair? Yeah, it was a black chair before. Hey Mika, the Madoka model kit is gonna be released in March. If I remember, I left a thread about it in Discord. I do remember that. They're gonna make a new movie. I don't know how I feel about it. It's just been such a long time since the last movie came out. I think I was still married when the last movie came out. Hold on, let me look that shit up. It's like I kind of don't care about it anymore. I also think there should have just never been movies, because I think the series ended good the way that it did. But, you know, people love milking shit. Madoka movie 3. I think it's 3, right? Yeah, that was in 2013. That was in 2013. That was like over 10 years ago, bro. Why are they making another movie fucking 13 years later? Like, who gives a shit anymore? I don't even remember what the first movie was about. I know there was, like, a gunfight between Homura and Mami, I think. It was like a time slowed down gunfight. It was pretty cool. Really good cinematography. Really weird fight to have. But yeah, it didn't need to happen. Wasn't 2013 only 7 years ago? I don't know, maybe. I'm not good at math. Ugh. What do you do to look like you're in your 20s? I don't go outside. Oh. Watching your videos on your marriage gave me flashbacks to when I moved out with my incel partner at 19. It's weird how many people have went through the same shit, marrying an incel, because you like feel bad about them, and they groom you into feeling bad. And then they trap you for a long time in that relationship.
Yes.
What do you think about the clavicular situation? I only just heard about this person like 3 days ago, because for some reason I got like 3 videos about him recommended to me in a row. He seems mentally ill. It's like every other online personality. He just seems really mentally ill. And that's very interesting to people online. They like watching a good old-fashioned mentally ill person get a platform. Turkey Tom's videos are peak. I'll watch them occasionally. I feel it's like a guilty pleasure of mine, because it's like, you know, at the end of the day, it's a slop tuber, But it's actually, at the very least, it's like a very highly curated, well-researched slop tuber. His stuff always looks like professionally done documentaries on people. It's better than that other guy, the More Pegasus guy, where like every 15 minutes there's another upload about Hassan Piker, and the thumbnail is a picture of Hassan looking like he needs to take a shit. And then there's red thumbnail text that says, "He's done!" And this is like 8 times a day. At least it's not that. So I must respect Turkey Tom for being the king of SlopTube. I feel like Kiwi Farms should be nuked. Probably, yeah. Did you say Turkey Tom? I did say Turkey Tom. Turkish Thomas. I love slop. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like watching that stuff because, you know, I like gossip. I like internet gossip, and I like feeling superior to other people that fuck up online, because I would never do that, because I'm the main character. Me, Kamikaze Short Bus. Which anime movie do you consider the best? Tokyo Godfathers. That's it. That's the best one. He's done. Me when I get arrested by the FBI. Yeah, it's like, how many fucking videos of that can you fucking make? It's really irritating. And you know that kid's like making so much money off of it too. And it baits people into watching it every time. Like, I know Hassan is not the greatest person, but like, shit. Multiple times a day, and it's like, oh, Hassan, he held his fork improperly while eating ramen noodles. He's done. It is a cultural insensitivity. He's done. Like every stupid little thing he does. Like, holy shit, leave the man alone. God damn. Actually, I'm the main character. No, I'm the main character. I'll fight you. I'll fight you. Hey, as long as you're self-aware, Mika. I try to be as often as I can. Wait, I hold my fork wrong. Am I next? Are you, like, popular online? Because you might be. Because people will micromanage you online and look for anything that might be a slight against humanity, and then they'll try to profit off of it. Not because they even care that what you did. There's like, oh, money can be made from this situation. Yum, 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 yum. Ice cream, so good. Yum, yum, yum. Will you be doing an unboxing this stream? Not quite. I still need to go to the P.O. box and get some stuff. I think I have one package, that's hot and ready to go. But I'll get the other packages later, I promise. And then we'll do one next stream.
Oh, yes.
Mika, have you seen Tony Chase on YouTube? I don't know who that is, so no.
No. No, I haven't, as a matter of fact.
Hassan held his own hands weird, so it's a symbol that he is weird and stupid, and I hate his face. Take that, libtards. Yeah, that's basically what it is. The internet grifting culture is so bad. Yeah, dude, it's fucking terrible. That's why I respect Turkey Tom, because he doesn't make a fucking billion videos every goddamn day. And he spends a lot of time, you can tell, looking things up and going into the annals of a lolcow's history, to an extent. And they're edited well. And it's not just like a shitty voiceover of some Minecraft footage while somebody gossips about a guy who, like, I don't know, pooped in the wrong shape. Whatever Hassan did. Whatever Hassan's monster of the week tendency was. Can you secretly hide mushroom at your wheat post paste locations? No. No. That would be fucking illegal. We're getting buffered. No! Wait, did it
Oh no!
I can't tell what's happening, actually. YouTube facilitates these grifters. YouTube doesn't have, like, opinions on things. YouTube doesn't, like, care about the content that's being made. They care about their bottom line. They care about making money, so if it's, like, gossip and bullying somebody else online, then yeah, sure. Whatever gets people to watch ads. Fuck it. How was your trip, by the way? Oh, it was really bad. It was really fucking bad. It's terrible. I bit my dad. I also bit myself. Do I still have the bruise? Oh, it's mostly gone now. You can't really tell, but there's a bruise on my arm because, for a few hours I couldn't feel pain. So I was experimenting with that a bit, and I just started biting myself. And I couldn't feel it. Yep. Stay away from psychedelics, probably. I think most people should not do them. Would you date a non-binary person? It depends. I really like wieners. Like, you can have whatever pronouns you want, as long as you've got a wiener in your pants. Then that's good. That's good for me. I'll take it. Remember when YouTube was YouTube? No, I actually don't remember that. Those times are long gone. Nobody remembers that anymore. Don't go near Mika or she will bite you. Yeah, you'll get purged like a couple people did this week. Last trip I did was at a Halloween rave. It was really interesting. That sounds terrible. I would not want to be high in public. I wouldn't like that. I like to be in a very controlled environment. I don't want a bunch of variables in the room that I'm in. So yeah, I wouldn't want to be on psychedelics at a party, and I don't like use psychedelics because I just want to be geeked up and goofing around for 6 hours. I use them for like grieving purposes, more like closer to what you do antidepressants for, because you learn some things about yourself when you trip. And one of the things I learned about this last trip is like, you know, life really sucks, but it definitely could be worse. So, you know, even though I'm really morose over my mom's death, I'm still young and I need to experience the world while I'm still physically able to do that. Because, you know, I'm pushing 60 at this point. So it won't be long now until I'm like fucking enfeebled, using a walker to get around, having to eat fucking applesauce and prune juice, and taking, blood pressure medicine. So, you know, while I'm young, I gotta, you know, enjoy what I have. There's time to grieve about my mom. It doesn't have to be all the fucking time like I've been doing. So that's what I've done psychedelics for. It's not about just like, haha, funny colors, whoa! It's not about that for me. When is Mika getting her 2016 Filthy Frank era? You can't do that anymore because you'll get demonetized. That's long gone, unfortunately. Would you date a Mexican? I have dated a Mexican. He was really, how do I say this? He's a stick in the mud. He was like really into emo fashion in his mid-30s. And I thought that was cute, and I thought it was endearing, and I thought it was like cool that he was also Mexican in doing that, because you don't normally see that in the Mexican demographic. So one time I called him Hispanic at the disco and he got really mad. He didn't like that. I thought it was a cute nickname. I thought it was funny. Like, damn, you really just can't say anything to anybody anymore. Shit. Well, thank you, Grisha. Thank you for the 100. In a different life, we could have been best friends. Unfortunately, I live on the other side of the planet. Anyway, here's some shekels for some eggs and whatnot. Oh, and don't give up. I think you can make it in streaming. Thank you! Do you mean, like, IVF? IVF eggs? I have eggs in my body. I just don't have a lot of them left, I guess. Well, I don't know. Because my aunt had my cousin at 49, so there's still time, I guess. I don't want to wait till 49, though. I would rather, you know, 37 at the latest. So, you know, that's my cutoff. If I still haven't met, like, a husband by 37, I'm gonna have to do IVF. I guess I have to start setting that goal now, or else I'll keep procrastinating on it and moving the goalpost. Just freeze some eggs. That's also something I have to do, actually. That is the thing that needs to happen pretty soon. Sooner rather than later. It's really stressful to think about that. My hungry ass could never impregnate a woman. That's a normal thought to have. I think about that all the time. Every time I'm, like, on the bus next to a pregnant woman, I just get so hungry. I just, like, fantasize about, like, seeing the baby and then crushing the soft spot on their cranium. And then eating the wriggling body. It's really hard not to think about stuff like that. We should have support groups for that kind of thought. Then we can all enable each other to crush baby skulls and stuff. I think it's we should put that one on the pride flag. Just adopt, bro. There's tens of thousands of kids out there that need parents, and you don't need to push a melon out of your vagine. Okay, yeah, I want that, but I also want to pass on my genes because, biology tells me to do that. I need to do it. I need to spread my DNA. So I also want to have my own child. I'd like to adopt one and then give birth to one. That's the perfect situation, I think. My mom used to use my soft spot as an ashtray. Based biology or racial supremacy? What racial supremacy? I'm too mixed for that. I don't have any form of racial supremacy because I'm not too much of anything. I'm not more than 27% of anything genetically, so I don't have that. I don't have access to that feature. I'm not subscribed to Italian Plus. I just have the free trial. Mixed supremacy is a thing? Is it? That's a weird one. I've never heard of that. I think Mika needs a rocking. What does that mean? Like, do you want to throw rocks at me? Why? What did I do? Is that why eggs are so expensive? Do you like Brittany Venti? I like Brittany Venti. I think she goes a little bit balls to the wall sometimes. But overall, I think she's chill. I don't agree with all of her political views, but I like her content. I like when she takes down all of those annoying red pill people. I think that all that shit is really funny. I like that she's very confrontational with like the mainstream streamers and isn't afraid to talk shit about them. I think that's pretty cool. I'd be friends with Brittany Venti. And she's also mixed race like me, so I see a lot of myself in her. It's pretty cool. You gringos obsessed with skin color. I don't get it. Yeah, it's I feel like it's a very American problem. I feel like other countries kind of just don't give that much of a shit. Why aren't I getting notifications for things? Why is everything broken today? I guess if I turn off slow mode, it'll come back maybe. But thank you for whoever did that just now, whatever it was. I can't see it though, because everything's acting up. Let me see if I can turn off slow mode for a little bit. Users may send messages every 10 seconds. I guess that doesn't help. There should be like an event feed that I can't see. Because Twitch. I can use my phone. I never use my phone to manage my own Twitch streams, and I should. I have the power to do that, and I always forget about it. Let's see. Twitch notifications. Mobile live dashboard. There we go. Now I can see stuff. Let's see. I've never used this before, actually. I don't know what anything does. Slow mode's on. Okay, there we go. Now I can see stuff. Thank you for all the bits. Holy shit, Super Shin. I didn't see that. I didn't even see that, man. I'm sorry. Thank you. Jesus, I'm missing everything. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Show Quality Trash, for the sub 23 minutes ago. God damn it, dude. Twitch is always fucking broken. Damn. I just left an abusive relationship, and my ex, before we were married, said she wanted kids, and then after said she can't have them and never wanted them, so here I'm at 38. Bro! That's exactly what happened to my bitch ass. I was in a relationship with a guy for 5 years. We were engaged. And then I was like, hey, so my mom has like cancer and stuff. And I think about that a lot, and this was like before my mom started getting really sick. But I was like, I don't know how much time my mom has. Fucking snakebite fell out again! I don't know how much time my mom has, realistically, so I'd rather, you know, we get on the getting married and having kids thing sooner rather than later, so my mom can live long enough to meet her grandchildren. And as soon as I said that, he fucking bounced. He dumped me, and then he's like, I never wanted kids, what are you talking about? Even though we had this conversation, like, within the first year of us dating. And I told him that not having kids was a deal breaker for me. He's like, oh no, babe, I totally want kids. Oh yeah, I'll give you anything you want. Yeah. He lied. And now my mom will never meet her grandkids. And I'll never get to see the look of pride in her eyes when she sees my baby for the first time. I'll never get to have that because I dated a fucking loser. This is what I'm telling you. What I'm trying to tell you people is that you have to have really high standards, actually. Because if you don't, you'll waste your own fucking time. And certain events will never be able to happen because, you know, you can't undead your parents, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's the burden I have to bear for the rest of my life. Is knowing that my mom doesn't get to meet her grandkids. Shit happens. I'm sorry that you went through the same thing. You ever watch Invader Zim? Of course I have. I'm a millennial. I'm a filthy fucking millennial. Millennials love Invader Zim. Hold on, let me put this bitch back in my mouth. This is what I get for getting jewelry from Amazon. Nah, kiddo, everything is for the better in life. You never know what type of experience you gained and where it will serve you in life. If anything, I'm glad I didn't have kids with that guy, because he would have been extremely unreliable as a father. I only wish that he had broken up with me sooner, so I would have had time to find somebody else for, you know, a different potential. But, you know, he just went and stole 5 years of my life. No, it's more like baby talk is first date talk if they... date talk is if they... Hold on. Date talk if they are scared or have no opinion, red flag, run. Yeah, dude, like, that's my mistake. It's like... people will tell you you shouldn't talk about babies on the first date because that's like a touchy subject for people and you don't want to scare them away. No, you do want to scare them away because if you're not on the same page, then it's not going to fucking work in the long term. You should absolutely scare people away on the first date. I think you should be on your worst behavior maybe on the first date, so, you know, people know what they're getting out of you, and then you know that they're not gonna, like, bounce in a time when you're emotionally vulnerable. Because I've had that happen to me before, is, like, people just don't like that I get sad about things sometimes, and I cry. And they're like, oh, you're sad all the time, and meanwhile, I was, like, I was being vulnerable once with a guy, and I was telling him about my dog that died. And he's like, oh, wow, you're so depressing. I'm like... What, am I not supposed to be sad about my dead dog? What the fuck is your problem? So yeah, you want to, like, weed those people out pretty early into things. I do not believe any sane person in a 5-year engagement in their right mind would have done what they did. Oh, he was just an asshole, man. He just did that shit on purpose. He didn't like that I was more successful in life than he was. I was a better CG artist, I was a better 2D artist. I was always getting the better jobs, and he was incapable of getting anything unless I helped him get a job, and unless I put in a good word for him. He also blamed me for getting fat through our relationship. It's like, nope, nobody told you to eat all that shit, man. He was just like an insanely insecure person, and he took that out on me, I think. It was like a punishment, for some reason, even though I did nothing but love the guy. It's not my fault that you kind of suck at everything and I'm just better than you because I put in the work and you sit on your ass and you play fucking League of Legends and Overwatch all the fucking time. So yeah, he definitely did that shit on purpose, unfortunately. It's what happens when you date somebody who's got, like, well-off parents and they're really spoiled and they've never had a bad day in their life and they just can't, like, empathize with you. Like, if you're not careful, you will straight up end up dating people that hate you. And they're down to clown with you because they get off on the fact that they're ruining your life. And they want somebody to be like their mommy therapist babysitter. Because they don't want to put the work into improving their own self. So yeah, that's what... Never date somebody who's like well off. I think you can't date people who are like poor either because then they'll make it your problem. And you'll have to be somebody's financial support, and then they'll get too lenient on themselves, and they won't try to find work. Because I've been on both ends of that spectrum. So yeah, you have to be picky when dating people. Don't just date somebody because they like you, because they're probably lying about it. They probably just hate you, actually. A lot of people would rather date someone they hate than be alone. Yeah, there's also that. There's just, like, people don't know... They don't like to sit alone with their own thoughts, because then that would force them to be introspective, and that's tough and hard to think about. So instead, they want to fill the void in themselves with another person. Yep. Don't date someone who can't take accountability for anything. People who are like that are very rare, actually. So actually, just don't date. Don't bother. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. You should get pictures of you when you're proud of your kid so you can see the pride, can see her pride because you look like her. Oh, don't make me cry. Don't make me cry right now. I can't do it. I can't deal with it right now. That's very sweet. It's very sweet of you. Yeah, it's like what I say, because I look so much like my mom, except for the part where I'm pale. Is I get to see her at least in the mirror every day when I look at my own face. So there's that. That's my cope. It's my fucking cope. How will Deltarune Chapter 5 affect the economy? Deltarune Chapter 5 is gonna ruin my Spotify Wrapped again this year. And I couldn't be happier about it. I'm really excited. Holy shit, it's 2026 Deltarune tomorrow. Let's fucking go! Yeah! I'm really excited. I hope they don't rush it, though. For the fans, for the aggressive fans. I hope they take their sweet-ass time. I wouldn't even mind waiting till 2027 for it, as long as it's good. I can't wait. At least 26 will have that. Just woke up from a nap. Happy New Year, bitch.
Happy New Year! What's your New Year's resolution?
I'm going bowling, and I'm amazed how many people are eating after touching the bowling ball. That's part of the fun, is possibly getting some sort of disease. I went to Dave & Buster's, and they had, like, a banquet for anybody who was interested, and it was just a bunch of, like, lukewarm sliders and wet egg rolls on a table. And I'm pretty sure most people that ate from the trough have food poisoning today. So, yeah, a good way to bring in the New Year's. Good stuff. I got Deltarune yesterday. Holy shit, you're late. You better get playing it. You gotta give me status updates as you finish it. I want to know how it goes for you. I'm really interested in that. I love making people play that game. I would be more mad about touching the ball after eating. Wait, what? I would be more bad? What does that mean?
Oh, yeah.
My resolution is to pass the exam I'm studying for and learn how to take apart bombs. That's... I guess AI can't take that job, so... That's cool. Hey Mika, have you heard of typology? I think you're an ILI socionics, huh? INTJ MBTI? If not, it might be a rabbit hole you might enjoy. That's pretty, that's... Yep. It's a good guess. Yeah, I always get INTJ when I take that stupid ass test, but I don't know. I don't put too much stake in it. I think it's like horoscopes for boys. People turn that shit into their whole personalities. Like, oh, I'm an ENFP, and that means I'm like better than you because I don't know what ENFPs do. I don't read all of the zodiac signs. But yeah. I don't know. I don't know why I'm an INTJ. It's like the most autistic class, right? It's like autistic incel evil class. I'm surprised that I get that result every single time. I don't know what that says about me. I don't think I'm an incel. On purpose. Maybe I am. I don't know. My wife works at a database architect and makes all the money because I went to school for teaching like a retard. I'm her biggest cheerleader and I love her unconditionally. This is the way. This is how you should be to the people trying to take care of you. You shouldn't be like vindictive to them, which is basically all I've ever received from men. Because men, for the most part, they hate it when the woman is the breadwinner because it makes them feel insecure, which is really stupid. It's really dumb. Like, I just want to use my maternal instincts to take care of you. Why are you mad about it, bro? What the fuck? We fight all the time, but that's because we're both super autistic and she never has words and I need specifically. Our kids are our bedrock, and hearing that some asshole wasted 5 years of her life is terrible. Keep your standards high and scare everyone away until you find someone who is already happy by themselves and wants to share that happiness with you. This goes back to everyone in chat. Love you all. Say it back. Oh, that's cute. Listen to this man. This man understands. This man understands relationships and what you're supposed to fucking do and how to conduct yourself. This is the way. Let the bitch win bread. I just want to love her and support her. Yeah, dude. Every time I'm the fucking breadwinner, it never works out. I think I've been the breadwinner in like most of my relationships. I was like half the trad wife and half the breadwinner in my marriage. back when I was married to the Holocaust guy. He made, like, shit wages at the military. I just wanted to be an animator, and he kept telling me that I wasn't good enough to do art, and he told me I was shit at doing art. So I didn't want to do that for a long time, and I worked at, like, Dunkin' Donuts for a bit, and then he would get mad that I didn't make money. Like, fucking pick one. Either you let me go to art school, and you shut the fuck up, or you let me be a trad wife and make you 3 meals a day. Like, you have to fucking pick one of those. You can't have both. And then when, I finally did go to art school, he quit the military, and he became a leech, and he wouldn't help me pay rent, even though he was getting disability checks from the military. And then he would scream at me when I would tell him that bills are due, and then most of the time I would just have to pay the bill with my dad's money, because I wasn't making money because I was in school. So yeah, really, really toxic time. You have to be really careful, especially when you're fucking on the spectrum, and you're not very good at understanding when people are lying to you, which is something I've dealt with many a time.
Yes.
Who is the actual knight? Carol Des Togor Ralsei's dad. Ralsei's dad. Or Toriel. Obviously the knight is Papyrus. If you think it's anybody else, you're fucking stupid. They have the same body silhouette, so, and we haven't seen Papyrus yet in the entire game, so it's Papyrus. Okay? If you think anything else, you're banned from the chat. I've never won bread. What kind of contest is that in? Probably a bake-off, I think. Mika, I need money for anime and Jack Daniels. Yeah, no, his thing, he didn't like Jack. I guess he did drink a lot. I don't remember. I think he liked Coors Light and cigarettes and World of Warcraft. So he had enough money for his World of Warcraft subscription, but helping me with the utility bill, no. Nope. Didn't have that. I wish we could tar and feather him on stream. Me too. Maybe I'll, like, try to find out where he is these days. I'll ask him to be a guest on the show, and I'll be like, I'll forgive you for the terrible marriage if you let me, like, tar and feather you on stream. If you let me, like, put your penis in boiling water for, like, just 10 seconds. It doesn't need to be, like, a long time. If you let me boil your penis, I'd have to get on to Kick for that one, I think. If we put him in the penis boiler for like 10 seconds, the penis explosion chamber, then all is forgiven, and I'll even pay you. Yeah, just let me torture you shortly. Yeah, it's just a little bit. Just just for a second. It's not even a long time, okay? Don't be a pussy. I'll give you like $20. just a little penis explosion chamber as a treat. A sustainable single income household in 2026 is rich people talk. Oh yeah, you can't even have a trad wife anymore because both people have to work, because there's no such thing as a single family income. Hold on, let me let my dogs in, they're screaming. I love it when Boris pees right next to the screen door and it wafts into my office, and then my whole room smells like gorilla dick. It's my favorite thing on the earth. I love that. I love when he does that. Thanks, Boris. I love the smell. Thank you. You're such a good dog. Man, I just clicked on and we're talking about exploding boiling penis. I guess we could put it in the microwave. That way it could definitely explode. Yeah. I think a microwaved penis would be cool.
I'm ready.
She likes the smell of Gorilla Wang noted. You're welcome. Do with that information what you will. I have a single family income, family of one. There you go. This guy gets it. This guy understands basic economics. I don't think asking my spouse would ever be a legit way of going through life. Like, too many things are already transactional. I'd want to be comfortable knowing they are enough just showing up. Well, it's the way that things used to work, because women weren't allowed to work, I believe, in the
What?
before times.
It's only smell. It's okay.
So it's just kind of
It's only
expected
smells.
that you would buy things
It's
for your wife.
nothing. Only the smell. Yeah. There is nothing.
Boris
it's
is
only the
uncomfortable.
smell.
Be free, king. No, he's not. He's not to... Because it's raining a lot, too, and he keeps shitting on the concrete in my backyard because he doesn't like the feeling of wet grass. So, my backyard smells terrible. My garden sucks. It's a work in progress. There's a lot to be done. The issue with my backyard is that there's not a lot of dirt, actually. Because the previous owners thought, oh, you know what would be, like, super cool and really aesthetic? What if, like, instead of grass and nature, we just filled everything with depressing commie block concrete? What if we did that instead? I think that would be really cool. So, I have to plant everything in, like, either pots or raised garden beds. Yeah, it's a big pain in the ass. I ordered a raised garden bed online, and now I have to put it together, and I hate putting things together because I'm a woman, and that's man's work, so I have to, like, maybe make my dad do it. So it's been sitting there for a while. And it's really rainy and shitty outside, nothing's green yet, and Freddy decided to eat one of my rose bushes, thorns and all. So, it's looking gloomy. I fucking hate winter. I think it sucks. Ooh, the plants are dead. They're not dead, it's just like, it's fucking winter, so they're not like blooming or anything. I just planted a bunch of Stargazer lily bulbs, so we're gonna see how that works out. My bougainvilleas don't really like that it's been raining a lot, because they're desert plants, so they don't know what to do with all this fucking water, so they're not really blooming too much right now. Roses haven't bloomed yet. What else did I fucking plant? I planted some azaleas in the limited dirt that I do have. My dad's like, oh yeah, no, this is totally good soil, they're gonna do so good, and they absolutely did not do good at all, and they're already dead. So I think I have to keep everything in pots or garden beds. What else do I have out there? I forgot what it's called, but there's like this one plant that's doing really well. I think it's because it's a tropical plant and it's been raining a lot. And then my hibiscuses are doing really good. They seem to be the hardiest that I have, surprisingly. I thought the hibiscus would be more difficult to maintain than the bougainvilleas, but it's completely the opposite. I'm trying to do this thing where I plant pink flowers only, because pink flowers are the best flower. And if you disagree, you're retarded and you're wrong. So, yeah, that's why I like the bougainvilleas a lot. I'm trying to figure out what other good pink flowers are out there. I don't know yet. But it's coming along. It's got a long way to go. Here in winter, we have to cover the plants because the cold can kill them. I'm glad I don't have that issue. I have, like, California, which is, easy gay baby mode for planting things. Which is good, because, you know, I'm very inexperienced when it comes to gardening. So I have a lot of, leeway to fuck up for baby's first garden. Grow an indoor weed plant like a bonsai tree? Why would I do that? I don't like weed. It sucks. It fucks me up. Planting a bunch of Mexican types. That's a good idea, actually. Taking notes for when I start garden things. Yeah, apparently you don't want to water things. I thought you water things every day. Apparently they don't like that too much. There's such a thing as too much water. I thought plants loved water because I'm thinking about, like, Pokemon. I'm thinking about grass types and Pokemon. I'm like, well, you're weak, you're strong against water, so why wouldn't you want a bunch of water? What's your fucking problem? And I did drown a couple of things, but I've learned my lesson. Pink begonias would be beautiful. Begonias are my favorite. What are they? As long as they're not annuals. I kind of don't like annuals because it's just depressing when they're only there for a year and then they die. I didn't know marigolds were annuals, and then I bought a bunch of them and then they just died after their season was over, and it was sad because I really like marigolds. Begonias are cute. Begonias are pretty cute. Let's see, what kind of temperament would they like? What kind of shit do they thrive in? You have to plant a lot of sun-loving shit in California because it's always hot. Oh, you guys want to see my fucking Maranta? This thing is spooky as fuck. Hold on, let me grab it. This is my indoor plant. This thing is creepy. Give them Bronto. It's what plants crave. This is my Maranta. I think that's what it's called, I think. At least. Let's see, does it have a label? No, label's not. Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah, it's a Maranta. It's a red prayer plant. These things are weird. They move at night. And they have this really weird pattern. It kind of reminds me of a Gaboon Viper. And Gaboon Vipers are like one of my favorite animals. Because they look fucking crazy. But, yeah. This thing's spooky as fuck. Apparently they're very difficult to maintain. Because they don't like tap water and they like very specific temperature conditions. But I've had her for about 3 weeks and I think she's doing pretty good. Yeah. It's like my favorite plant. There's another one in my bathroom next to my YouTube play button. That's where I keep my fucking play button. In my shitter. As you should. But yeah. Fucking cool ass plant. Yeah, it's very ominous. It's very fucking creepy. Like something you'd find in the Addams Family mansion. They move. They move around. Let me put it back. Nice plant. Thief! They eat flies? I don't think they're carnivorous. I think you might be thinking of something else. Special water, yeah, they like distilled water because apparently they're very sensitive to having too many minerals in their water supply. So if they start getting really crusty leaves, it's because you've been giving them the wrong kind of water. You give their plants genders, or are they all girls? I give them genders. My orange bougainvillea is named Seth. I give them names. Yeah! I was stuck in ads. What's your plant's name? I actually haven't named it yet. I just know, like, the species is called a Maranta. It doesn't have, like, a name yet, though. We could name it. Would you ever take DMT? I don't think I want to take any other psychedelics. I think mushrooms was enough. I don't really need to experiment with anything else. Your hair is very trendy and looking nice. I just got back buying groceries. I'm so ready to pass the fuck out, honestly. Well, it's nap time. Stream's all- oh, it's already 5. Stream's about to be over. I'll end the stream when we can agree on a name for my Maranta.
Oh, yes.
Craig from Craigslist, what advice would you give to future artists? Don't do art as a career. Do it as a hobby. Don't pursue art professionally. Unless you're gonna, you know, do, like, indie something. If you do pursue art, you have to be very autistic about it. You have to be extremely obsessed.
Yes.
And you have to be better than everybody else. And, if you aren't, it's not gonna work. It's extremely competitive. So either go balls to the wall and overcommit, or don't do it. Let's see. Miranda the Maranta. That's too on the nose. What's a good name? Actually, let's see. Let's bring up the Discord. We're gonna bring up the Discord, and then we will name... We'll name the one in the bathroom and the one next to my piano. Let's see. Who? Yup, that's what it is. We're gonna name them Gamma and Tabaki. However you say that. I'm not fucking Japanese. They're now Gamma and Tabaki. Congratulations. Alright, I guess I'm gonna end stream now because it's fucking 5 o'clock. And, I need to go do something about my dog's activity for the day. Because it's raining. I guess I could take them to the dog park. But then they'll get so dirty and muddy, and they probably won't want to be out because it's cold. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I hate rain. I never account for it ever raining in California because it usually doesn't fucking happen. But now it is. Fucking sucks dick. Anyway.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. I love you. See you back. Bye. Thanks for watching.